Tzvi Eliezer has a question to ask.
So just the reason that they won't take money from Erlas Oretz, that was enough not to kill him. What was the Havamina to kill him?
So that's anyway you have to understand. That's anyway a good kasha. No, but the pshat is you have to understand that needs mamish a whole drasha by itself. And the pshat is like this. The Shvatim, no, this is what I wanted to help explain Rabbeinu Ya'el and answer what Tzvi Eliezer is asking, which he's asking very good. That I think the yesod, there's a lot of pshatim and a lot of mefarshim, but the yesod of everything is they knew that they're building a Klal Yisrael here. The 12 Shvatim, that's the Klal Yisrael. First there were 3 of us, but now the Shvatim, that's Klal Yisrael already. Ovos means fathers of Klal Yisrael. Now it's Klal Yisrael itself. The 12 Shvatim, but the 12 Shvatim, that's the shorish of Klal Yisrael. Then it continues. But the shaila is, how do you build? Now this is all everything I'm saying now is based on Rab tzadok hacohen in one of his Sfarim. I don't remember which. Could be it's Takanas Hashavim maybe. So I'm saying like this. Rab tzadok, the way I understood from Rab tzadok is that they were building up a Klal Yisrael. Now, how do you build a Klal Yisrael? Do you build it in the derech of Balei Tshuva, which means not what we call nowadays Balei Tshuva, but Balei Tshuva means ups and downs. Let's call it better Melchomas, B'derech Melchomas. There's Yeridas, and there's big Yeridas, and there are deep Yeridas, but we're not Meyayish. How's it say in Pasuk by Yehuda? There's something that Rashi Tevis over there ain't shum.
Emet. Ashivcha. Ain't shum yush b'olam klal.
Shum yush b'olam klal in the
and the Rashi Tevis, Rav Cheshen or Svi Cheshen points it out to us.
I don't remember how it goes, but there's in one of the psukim, the beginning of their Vayer.
You heard it from me.
You showed it us last year in in the house.
Yeah. Yehuda, the whole Yehuda is the union of, he was nichshel and nichshel. You want a chomer? Take a chomer. So, no, the Tzvi Cheshen once said, and I heard it from Yeshua Meir, we'll give him credit, in the beginning of the parsha of Yehuda, Ish Kanane, and Shum. I don't know. There's some place here that it says Ein Shum Yush B'olam Klal. Anyway, so the Rashi Tevis, the whole story of Yehuda is Vayered Yehuda Meisech. It's a Yerida, as a Meisech like that. Hova Novo Elai, such a Meisech like that. And from there came out Mashiach. That is the way the Shvatim understood you build a Klal Yisrael. And we'll go on, and we won't give up, and we'll try again. Yosef, he was the tzaddik. The derech is tzidkus, frumka, tzidkus, always b'derech aliyah. Like a digma, not such a good digma, the Rashivas of the younger Rashivas of nowadays. It's all hatzlocha. There's no Yeridas. Where's the Yeridas? This week, I don't have. I know a certain person that he says shiur and says chaburas every week in a certain kolo. So they ask him, so what are you going to talk about next week? So he says, I don't know if I'm going to talk. How do I know if I have what to say? I don't know if I have what to say next week. Last week I had what to say. Next week I'm going to have. I don't know. So there's somebody there that he says, no, you'll have. Don't worry. And like that, it goes on week after week, year after year, and he's still not sure. I don't know if I have what to say.
There's a famous story of Shlomo carlebach he used to tell over with one of the big Rebbis, the Hoizemi Lublin. Here, the Lelever maybe. How does it go? He says, if he asks your uncle, if you found $100, what would you do? He said, I'm my uncle, the tzadok, I give it back. Get out of here. And he found Moshe the Ganev, and he said, if you found, I'm Moshe the Ganev. Of course I take it. Get out of here. And then he found Daniel a butler, and he said, what would you do? I don't know, if I'm in a good mood, I would give it back. If I'm in a bad mood, who knows what would be? Kach shemati mi pishu of shlomo's v'urtov.
Oh, wow.
I think they'll let it.
So that's how I say. So that's how Yehuda held. Yehuda and the brothers held. That's how you build a klal Yisrael. I don't know. I'm not sure, but I'll try. I could be. And Yosef said, tzaddik, it has to be b'derech tzaddik. And they were so against that. And they said, you can't, like that, you can't build a klal Yisrael. There has to be with Aliyah.
What do you mean Yosef was a tzaddik?
He held that the derech of tzaddik is the derech how you build a klal Yisrael that will go up one madrega, another madrega. Because he talked on them that all the things they did, that they ate Abram and Achaim, Mishtamshin b'bnei Ashfochus and Karen Lachem of the pshat is like this, that it wasn't Averas that they were doing, but here it doesn't look good. Tzaddik has to look good from outside also. That's where Reb Tzaddik brings it out from. I mean, there's arichas, how you see all these things that's not real Averas. Yosef said that tzaddik has to look good also, which is emes. And Losid Lobo, they're going to come together. Eitz Yosef and Eitz Ephraim, and they're going to bring together. Eitz Yehuda, Eitz Yosef, they're going to bring them together. But in Olam Hazeh, you can't be like that. You can't be perfect. Yeah, you're nichshah sometimes. You go in buses. You pick up your eyes sometimes. But you keep going. You keep going. Now, so according to that, the pshat is the Taka Mamish wanted to kill him because his derech is going to cause a churban of the future of Klal Yisrael. He's a rodif on the whole binyan of Klal Yisrael they held. And the Medrash says, and Rabbeinu Yosef brings it, that he says, look at the Medrash says, look at what great people they were. Because of their avera of selling Yosef. So they were machar lechem l'chol boy olam. That means in the end was that Yosef became the melech, and he was mefarnes the whole world with his malchus. Comes out their avera was machar lechem l'chol boy olam. Look at how great they were. That from their averas came out parnosa for the whole world. That's what kind of people they were. So they held you have to kill them. And there's a swar to it, and they didn't change their mind until 22 years later.
So what? So what was the question? How did they know that he's gonna?
So that I don't understand what Rabbeinu Yosef thinks of what Yehuda knew that it's gonna happen. They're gonna sell him, and he's gonna give parnasa for the whole world. Now, I think that what the pshat in Rabbeinu Yosef is like this. A lot of them they didn't know what's gonna come out of it. And since they were such tzaddikim, and this is my hosofa on Rabbeinu Yosef, that since they were such tzaddikim, every word they taught became Torah, became words of the Torah. So without even meaning it, so they're mechaven to the das, to the Ratzon Hashem of how Hashem is planning the whole story over here. That's a pshat.
How could he say such a thing? It sounds too mystic.
That's a pshat. Now I'll tell you a story. There was a machlokes in Volozhin. There's still time we can.
Yeah, we have a few minutes.
There's Rabbeinu between. There was a machlokes in Volozhin between the Netziv and the Beis Halevi. Now, Reb David Soloveitchik says, "What kind of machlokes? What do we understand? There was a machlokes over there." But it's such gedolei olam kedoshei elyon. But the pshat is, but between the Talmidim there for sure was a machlokes. And you definitely see that the Netziv and the Beis Halevi are mamish two worlds, two different ways of learning like Gamri. They were the machlokes, and so they came, the Gedolei Hador came to...
In the Bible?
Chaim.
Chaim.
The Gedolei
Kafal of
Hador
Kislev.
You test.
came to, you can open the door maybe, it'll help. They came to be done. One of the Gedolim was Rabbi Yitzchak hacohen,
Yeah, done.
and
10:45.
and there were other Gedolim there that we didn't hear them, but they're probably very big Gedolim. And they said, and they were the best thing to be done in the machlokes between the Netziv and the Beis HaLevi. So, and they say Rabbi Yitzchak hacohen was the youngest of them. The others were all Zkanim, they were bigger. So one of the Gedolim was called the Maggid of Vilna. I forgot what his name was. He was the Maggid of Vilna. He was chosen as a dayan. He was not just a Maggid that he said drushes on Chumash. He was an Adam Gadol. So the Maggid of Vilna, when he came to Valozin to be done, the Din Torah, so he said, I feel like I'm in Parshas Vayeshev. What does that mean? It could be it was in the summer. It was far away from Parshas. I don't know when it was. But he said, I feel like I'm in Parshas Vayeshev. What's up, Shah? So he said like this. When you say there are drushes every week in the Parsha, so until you get to Parshas Vayeshev, you're talking about one tzaddik and one Rosh. There's Yitzchak and Yishmael, there's Yaakov and Esav, there's
Avram and Nimrod.
there's Nimrod,
They died on the same day.
Right, interesting. So, see, Shomer knows. So there's the one tzaddik and one Rosh. It's not so hard to explain the difference between the tzaddik and the Rosh. When you get to Parshas Vayeshev, they're both stodim, both sides are tzaddikim. Then it's hard. Then it's very hard to explain, to say a drosha, to be masber. So he says, when I come to Valozin to be done, this din Torah between the Netziv and the Beis HaLevi, I feel like I'm in Parshas Vayeshev. Both tzaddikim, both gedolim, both kadoshei elyon. I have to be done who's right and who's wrong. By the way, in the Psak Din they wrote that the Meshulachim are going to bring the money and they're going to put it in a box. Then look how far we're nowadays. We know money and boxes. Everything is internet, banks, cards. Who knows about money and mezuman? I still do know, you should know. But like this, I was walking home with my grandson today with Abraham. He said, Abba sheli lo lokech kesef, yesh lo katis ashrei. I said, my father.
What? How could they cut you? He was surprised.
So that, like, I don't know, something, I took out money from my pocket, or I don't know what it was. I said, I went to Angel to buy something, to buy this. So he said, so I paid with cash. So he said, Lo Abba sheli mishalem b'kartis ashrei, en lo kesef b'kis. So I started explaining him why it's like that, but the new Dor, they're growing up that there's no such thing as kesef, there's kartis. It happens by itself. But so what did they write in the Psak Din? The Meshulachim will bring the money. They'll put it in a box, a pashuta kipshuta, a box, and both Rab Yosef Ber and Rab Hirsch Leib, that's the two names, will have keys to the box, and they'll open up the box. Zeh b'fnei zeh. They'll both see how you put money in the box.
20 seconds, 30 seconds.
So the Beis HaLevi took his key and he gave it to the Netziv and he says, you can take my key also. It's not a mitzvah shebegufu that you can't do a shliach. I'll make you a shliach. You'll open the box for both of us. What did he care about money and this thing? Anyway, Parshas Vayeshev, they're both tzaddikim, both sides. Okay. I think I finished. You said 20 seconds.
Yeah.